Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Good to see y'all. Today we are going to look at the Cornerstone Antique version 2. So let me first start off with, Emilio and the folks at Cornerstone have updated their packaging, which is pretty cool. The company is growing, obviously, on the success of the Gladio SC, all of that. Just kind of propelled Cornerstone into the mainstream of boutique pedals. Is that a thing? Is the mainstream of boutique gear a thing? Or is it not boutique anymore when it's mainstream and lots of people have it? I think it's still boutique, right? Because that's like small crew, just, you know, a couple sets of hands building pedals. That's boutique. Anyway, I digress. So packaging upgraded, which is pretty sweet, like the little Italian flag nod there. One day I will visit Italy and I'll be so full of carbohydrates. It'll be wonderful. So Cornerstone Gladio manual, which is pretty rad. So it kind of lists out everything, obviously, different settings and all that too, right here. So let's just kind of twist some knobs like I normally do. I played the first version. This one is already an upgrade because it has this mid and compression toggle switches. So what those actually do is when the toggle switch is in the up position, it's just more compression and more mids. And then we'll mess with those and we'll kind of tweak back and forth. But right now we're going to be playing the Strat per usual. We're going through the Roseland today, the Bartell Roseland, because I still have it and I love it. So why not? Why not change it up, right? The Two Rock's still my baby, but this thing sounds so amazing. And here's how it sounds. Very, very, very clean. What we might do is I might juice the volume on this thing to get it to break up just a little bit with this, but I want to play from a completely clean platform first. I've got everything at noon, basically. The volume's up just to get I'm kind of at unity on the volume right now, but everything else is kind of at noon, so let's just kind of kick it in and I'll start twisting some knobs. Here we go. All right, so right off the bat, just messing with the tone knob and the presence, that adds a lot of that top end, the more, clockwise you go with it. So you can get this thing super sparkly on the top, which is really nice for, all that kind of Stevie, some Mary type stuff, which this pedal is kind of built to do. It's way more than a tube screamer. It has so much more going for it. So like, let's not dump this in the TS pile, even though it is, I would say, derivative of that circuit and everything. This is a little bit kind of, adding to it. So especially with the compression and the mid toggle switches. All right, so let's go back in. I'm gonna tweak the tone, presence, and the gain a bit to see how that reacts with each other, and then we'll get to those toggles. right, cool. This is going to get too long if I keep having fun. All right, so I'm going to bump the presence up and the tone down just a little bit. And in this setting right now, it feels like that low end's really popping. It's nice. I like this setting a lot. That low end is really popping against those highs. Everything feels really balanced in this setting. It's super cool. So let me do this. Now that I found something that I really am kind of digging, I'm gonna mess with those toggle switches. Let's start with the compression, okay? That does a lot. I kind of prefer the like more kind of headroomy thing with less compression. So let's leave it there, and then I'll mess with the mids real quick. Hopefully that comes across that you guys can hear that. I'm gonna like just kind of. It's almost like coming up out of the water for air. It's almost like like when you flip that switch. That's how it feels in the room. It feels really, really good. I'm gonna leave the mids down and I'll move the compression back and forth so we can hear that with the mids, kind of less mids. All right, both down. Both up. It's awesome. I think, in my opinion, this thing wipes the slate clean from version 1. This is so much better. Not to say that the last one wasn't cool. It was totally cool. It did a thing. This thing is just taking it to the next level. So Cornerstone has really stepped up this version of the Antique. If you're looking for something to get those, you know, Mary, Stevie Ray type tones, this will do that in, you know, spades. Like, no problems at all. Like, this thing will really kind of wreck those issues of not being able to kind of harness those specific guitar tones. But this thing, man, it's so tweakable. It really is. I mean, like, even just between the tone and the presence knob on this thing, and, you know, those toggle switches just really take it over the top. I'm really impressed with how effective that compression toggle switch is. I mean, that thing is really, really makes a difference. So anyway, Cornerstone, love them. I love Emilio, and I love everything that they're doing. They really kind of have put themselves on the map here as being one of the best effect pedals in the world. So definitely check out their company. There's a ton of stuff. You guys know I love the Gladio SC and the Dual Gladio. So this is just going to be another, you know, arsenal in my overdrive section. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Let me know if you had specific settings that you guys dug when I was switching stuff around. And I'm going to try to do a video on Instagram, because Emilio told me put this thing and the Gladio SC together, and it's glorious. So I'm going to check that out today. But yeah, guys, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time.